So we got to start all over. Okay. So.
I just do it all in one record?
Nah, we can just go on to number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to remember. Okay, so how does a student's possession of the cell phone affect your attitude? And I think you've been alluding to it on each of the other questions, but just the overall, you're sitting at the dinner table and something comes on TV with a kid with a cell phone. What does that do to your attitude?
I don't really, I don't discourage the phone. I mean, people, if you have a situation that you need a phone, that's not the problem. But you just reminded me of one. I was in a restaurant. I was eating at the table by myself. And the family came in. This was a man and woman, and they had their 2 kids with them. And they sit down, the waiter got them their things and everything. And after they were waiting for the waiter or waitress to come back, everybody pulls out their cell phones. There was not one lick of communication until that food came out. And I said, that's just confirmation for me. It's too much.
Wow.
It's too much.
Wow. All right. To what extent do you feel students have too much control over the instructional environment when in possession of their cellular device, or do they have any control at all?
Not in my classroom. No control.
What about the school in general?
Well, it's my opinion that if I can control my room, we should be able to control them in the school in general. That's really a leadership issue. If your leader's not strong, then obviously, you're going to have issues enforcing it. If they aren't, then you won't. So it's just a stand that they take, and also I guess that would also lead to the upper administration backing them as well.
Okay.
So I don't know if they thought about it when they came up with this of, being able to enforce certain things. I don't think they really thought it through.
They didn't.
I don't think they thought it through.
That's me. All right. So obviously you do not feel that you have lost a degree of control in your ability to totally manage your classroom, and I think you've already answered that. You're very much in control of it. But do you feel that you are supported if discipline is warranted for cell phone violations?
I have been, and really I don't need the support just because, like I said earlier, my rule is if I catch you with your phone or it goes off or whatever and you're with it, then I'm going to keep your phone till the end of class. And I return the student's phone. Now, at the beginning, when I first introduced this rule at the school at the start of the year, I got some slack and everything, and I tell them, you get it back. And but that's because they think I want the phone. And I tell them I don't want my phone. I don't want to answer my own phone, so much less I want yours. So eventually they kind of figure out, hey, Mr. Robinson, he's for real. I've had a whole class of phones before. And, just because I'm catching them.
Right.
And then they start saying, man, how you see me, Mr. Robinson? How you see? I said, boy, your eyes don't lie. Your eyes don't lie.
And neither does your neck.
Exactly.
But then that goes back, I guess that does go back to my previous question about being able to totally control. Because the cellular device is so easy to tuck away. And
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't think I'm better than most, but
no.
I just think you have to be attentive.
Okay.
As a teacher.
You have to be attentive.
You can't have your back turned to the kids the whole time and, not interacting with the kids. But, I even in free time, let's say we finish class early, we got maybe 15, 20 minutes left, they can start on the work. And that's a very tempting time to use the cell phone. And I can tell if they're on the phone. It's just you just look at their eyes because. First of all, they've seen me catch so many people that they say, man, how does he do that? Then they start looking up. They look up at you. If their eyes looking at me and they supposed to be talking to their friends, they just told off on themselves. Yeah. So I just do this. I just give them the finger to come here, bring it here, bring it up.
Wow.
But they don't have any problem. And like I said, I was telling what's his name yesterday. The students don't have a problem giving me their phones because they know they're going to get it back.
Right.
So we have a relationship, and it's no big deal.
Okay. So let me ask you this. In view of recent school shootings, okay, Lord knows, it seems like we have one every week
right.
now. What are your feelings about students in general being in constant possession of their cellular devices at all times when at school?
Well, obviously, that rule that I have would eliminate that opportunity because the shooter, if he had someone inside giving communication, he wouldn't have opportunity to do it during my class. So, but overall, you know, I guess they could still have the phone just because if you did have a shooter, then you could make outside contact. You know what I mean? So it would be necessary. Just like any regular phone. But, you know, in that case, like I said, I don't think the cell phone is necessarily evil. It's just the monitoring of it.
Right.
And enforcing of it. And so I don't have, like I said, I don't have an issue with it just because I have a relationship with kids. So,
right. Okay. Next question. Let me make sure I got this on right. Yep, there we go. Do you feel that the students have an excessive attachment to their cell phone?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, in my classroom, I call it the addiction. Put your addictions away. And they get a kick out of it. Oh, we're not addicted. I said, okay, if you're not addicted, then I don't want to see you on the phone. And I'll catch somebody before the class over.
On the phone?
Yeah, on the phone. So
do you feel that the school is stimulating this unhealthy environment?
The school...
or this unhealthy attachment, I should say. Do you feel that the school, and I guess in terms of the powers that be that are allowing
let me put it
all
like
this?
The school can be, if they're saying that, you know, you got to let the students have the phone. Well, yes, absolutely. Then you just empower the student.
There you go.
But now if you say, no, the teacher has the empowerment, just like the teacher dismisses class, not the bail. So if you're enforcing that and then you're giving the empowerment to that teacher in the classroom. So in that sense, I would say that's the proper way to do it. But as far as it really goes back to the leadership and the mentality, in my opinion.
Right, and leadership is not just necessarily campus level, but
that's overall.
Yeah,
that's overall. And I think the problem that we are seeing or even having is the fact that when they put it in, they did not think of, anytime I do anything, I'm always thinking, okay, what could go wrong? You know, plan A, plan B, plan C. You know, that's just how I think. Now it could be a good. I mean, that's a positive for me, but it's a negative as well. But that's just how I think. Right. I think you should think like that.
So, in what ways do you feel the schools should be more sensitive and engaged in helping to regulate the way cell phones are utilized in the school setting?
Well, one of the things that the students don't like is the fees. They don't like, you know, if I said, hey, give me your phone and you get back at the end of class, instead of saying that, say, no, the phone goes to the administrator. Right off the bat, you're going to get a lot of slack and distrust and what have you. And so now, at this point, students are monitoring their new kids that come in, don't know the rules, whatever. And I say, just give them the phone. The students will tell the students, just give them the phone. They'll get back to you at the end of class. So a lot of time that does more for me than even, I even have to do.
Engaging.
Yeah. But as I guess with the kids, I think I can see some subjects using the phone, but I would prefer them not use the phone, use a tablet or something like that. But then the tablets, I guess I don't do social media, so I don't even know half of these apps that the kids use. And I'm sure you can probably do it on.
They got a bunch of
anything. Yeah.
I've lost track of what they own. I think I heard somebody say something about a fight night or fight something they into now.
They get on. They have a fight just to be on YouTube or whatever they be doing. God. Not That's even so really fighting. Just doing it. Just acting a fool.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you feel the cell phone phenomenon can be controlled and effectively immersed into instructions? If so, in what ways can cellular devices in the hands of students be regulated in the school environment? So basically, to kind of help with this question, because it almost sounds redundant to the other one, do you feel that the district can literally control the cellular device from the outside to the inside and controlled how that device is utilized in the instructional environment? If so, what ways can you see that happening?
Well, I was watching a news they had, and this was with our U.S. Government security, and this guy was able to crack any cell phone. The conversation, he can turn your phone on even though your phone's off. All he needed was a number, or there was something had to do with, I can't remember the initials, but I've seen it in my phone settings and didn't know what it does. But what they did is the guy had whoever's over national security, he held the conversation. But this was all planned.